Another thing about autoregulation is that it's allowed me to make my training, my movement practice much more sustainable, very sustainable. I do something every day. In fact, what I do, I don't like to call what I do having workouts. I'm not trying to get my sweat on. Most of it's very relaxed paced, just trying to improve the skill, the control of how I'm doing a particular movement that day. Whether it's on rings or P-bars, or doing locomotion things like frog or monkey, bear crawl, whatever it is. I do it in a very relaxed way, so I'm always in control. I'm not just throwing my body around recklessly. I don't let momentum take me, unless if it's an absolutely needed movement. So I'm moving in a controlled, thoughtful way. And it's not so much getting overly analytical, but it's just paying attention to what I'm doing, to how I'm feeling inside myself as I do it, so I can learn from it and connect with it. So autoregulation at a macro level, by having enough rest, by modifying and adapting movements on a particular day that fit, I may be stiff somewhere, more than typical. So, I'll pay attention and, modify or adapt how I move to keep that part safe. Or I may give it more attention to help get it more flexible, whatever I want to do that day. Again, I don't like to, what I do, I don't like to call it workouts. I move. I try and move in fun, creative ways that help me connect to my body in a way that's good for it, that's healthy, that's, I spent so many years abusing my body and either abusing it by overtraining or neglecting it by not taking very, very good care of it and not, working out at all, or, eating too much and, I'm talking about, maybe this is TMI, I don't know, but I've had eating disorders and I've been very heavy in my life. At 5'8", I was 215 pounds. I've been very light in my life. I've been anorexic. I was 105 pounds at one time. I've gained and lost 90 and 100 pounds. So I've had some issues with my body over the years, and it's very hard on the body and hard on the mind. Body dysmorphia and all that stuff. So I used to beat myself pretty hard. It's like taking a 2x4 and whacking myself over the head. How the self-judgment and shame and things like that. And through my GMB experience, I've learned to be kinder to myself. I've learned how can I do the kinder thing for myself? How can I use my exercise to enhance what I do? And this in particular accelerated after I went through the GMB apprentice program, became a certified trainer in 2015. That's when I noticed a real big shift in how I started approaching my training. I work, I guess every day it's more of an intuitive approach. I love structure and I like having particular things that I know that I want to do. However, I also love freedom of modifying and adapting and being intuitive, listening to my body. What does my body want that day? So I don't have a program that I'm following right now, for the next 3 months I'm going to do X, Y, Z, this is my sets and my reps. But I have an idea of what I want to do over the next week or 2 weeks. And I may be rings, but I may not know what I want to do on rings that day. It may be above the rings or below the rings. Or I may include some things on P-bars, or do more isometric type stuff, or focus on flexibility a little more. When I wake up that day, I kind of tune into what my body wants. And I think that's been a real gift of being involved with GMB and learning what works for my body.